And now on to Africa. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has criticized Senegal for its crackdown on dissent. This comes after protests were banned and mobile internet services were suspended across the West African nation. The United Nations has called it a violation of human rights. Last week, Senegal's leader Macky Sall postponed presidential elections that were scheduled for this month. This has followed by violent clashes, leaving at least 3 people dead. The situation in Senegal remains intense. Here's our latest report for more.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has raised serious concerns about crackdown on dissent in Senegal. Blinken spoke to Senegalese President Macky Sall over the phone regarding the ongoing political crisis. The diplomatic interaction comes just a week after violent clashes erupted across Senegal. Political unrest started after Senegal postponed the presidential elections that were to be held on the 25th of February. President Sall cited political irregularities and corruption behind the move. Senegal's parliament backed the president to postpone the elections.
It became clear to us that the conditions for organizing a free, transparent and inclusive election were not met. That is why we decided to support once again this initiative, which led to the passage of the law postponing the presidential election to December 15th, 2024.
This plunged the country into chaos. Senegalese accused President Sall of trying to weaken the pillars of democracy. They claimed that the president was greedy for power.
We gave him our vote so he could be elected. He has forgotten everything. He does whatever he wants with this country. He oppresses us with force. There is only injustice. That's what hurts us the most.
Security forces cracked down hard. Tear gas, rubber bullets and stun grenades were fired on the protesters. At least 3 civilians were killed. Over 200 people were detained. The government continues to tighten its crackdown. Mobile internet has been shut down across Senegal. The Ministry of Communications says that due to the sharing of hate messages on social media, mobile data has been suspended. In addition, authorities have banned protests and rallies. This has drawn criticism from the United Nations.
We are deeply concerned about the tense situation in Senegal following suspension of the presidential election that was slated for the 25th of February. Amid rising tensions and reports of planned further protests, it's crucial that the authorities unequivocally order the security forces to respect and ensure human rights, including the rights to freedom of expression, association and peaceful assembly.
A major rally scheduled for this week by voters and opposition leaders had to be cancelled. The organisers said they did not want to break the law, but protesters are saying that they will continue to mount pressure on the government. As the political unrest continues, West Africa's political bloc has stepped in. The group, called Economic Community of West African States or ECOWAS, has sent a delegation to Senegal to meet with President Sall. The aim is simple: to iron out the differences and ensure that elections take place smoothly. ECOWAS is worried that political unrest will weaken their grouping further. Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger have already withdrawn from the group following military coups. ECOWAS is worried over the growing political instability in the region. After all, Senegal remains one of the few democracies in coup-hit West Africa.
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.